Phantom Sounds Production. What up, sound? What up, sound?
Let's see those juice boxes, y'all. Yo, if you are on the show, hit that plus sign, y'all. Nemo. You are on the show, hit that plus sign. I want a big one. Hey, let's see those juice boxes, y'all. Bigger, bigger. Get up in there. Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to the Red Room Talk, y'all. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Jen. The Red Room Talk is a show about love, intimacy, and interpersonal relationships to show that in the end, no matter who you are and where you are from, we all have commonalities when it comes to matters of the mind and heart. We are here to have candid discussions and cut through stigmas to show that we are all the same. Nothing is off the table in the Red Room Talk. All I ask is that you keep your mind open and your language clean. Last episode, if you missed us, that is okay. You can find us on YouTube by clicking that link in my profile and subscribing. Last episode was my birthday and badge celebration. Big badge, y'all. But this week, we're going to discuss gender roles with men versus women. Battle of the sexes, y'all. Tonight in the Red Room, we have an all-star cast. We have G-Way. No wait. We have Want Your Number. We have Top Bad Shawnee. And we have Redma. Let's find out how the panel feels about men versus women. But before we get started, keep your mind open and your language clean again. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys in the box and introduce yourselves and let us know who you are, where you're from, and what kind of shows or things you have going on in your life, y'all. But don't forget, every week we have a little bit of a contest for those top 3 bosses to win a graphic at the end of the show, y'all. But here we go.
Y'all already know about you.
What's going on with it?
Hi, did I say your name right?
Who?
Did I say your name right, Chane? Chane?
Shani.
Chani?
Shani.
Chani? Okay.
Shani.
Look, I don't want to be like Chris Castle, okay? I'm not calling you Channy now. Chane? Chane? Okay.
Salute the panel right now. Salute the panel. Virgo, what up?
I'm crying.
Any of you trying to request the box, y'all, any questions that you guys have, we can definitely hit up after. But don't forget that we get those top three bosses. We do best in show, and you guys will all top three gifters will get a graphic, y'all. So make sure y'all hit that gift box and hit all these top three bosses with a fave, y'all.
Like 10K way now.
Okay. So as always, we are polite here and we let ladies go first. So go ahead and introduce yourself and let us know what kind of events or shows you got going on, and then we will let the gentlemen go and then we will get started. Okay.
Go top batch.
Me first.
Yes.
Hot seat. Hot seat.
um, okay, so we're telling a little bit about ourselves.
Yes, and any
Okay.
events you got going on or show.
Okay, brilliant. So I'm OG Shani. I've been a streamer on this platform just over a year, but I came back in March. I got my top badge in June. On Mondays, I have game night from 3 p.m. Eastern. On Tuesdays, I do OG Things, which is topics. On Thursdays, we do karaoke night. I'm hosting an auction on the 7th of October. It's called the Original Gallus. So it's for men and women who like women. The best pickup line wins a carpet, and it's a jet to enter. Yeah, 17 milli pending, like 10K away.
Way to plug it in there. Way to plug it in there.
All right. It's your girl Red Ma, and it's Red Ma now. Okay. I am the host of formerly known as Red Ma's Women's Connection, and now it's called Red Ma's Connections. Okay, because my platform is kind of blew up to a lot of men coming on, and it's a great show. Just making sure that we connect as streamers, bloggers, YouTubers, you know, um, anybody that's out here that has a positive platform that's giving out great information and resources to people. That's what my show is all about. It's actually coming back on October the 5th. I had to take a little hiatus. Some of my friends here know, like Jen and Juice, G Way, why I had to take a little hiatus. I lost my father here recently. Go dad, go dad. So now I'm back. Like I said, season 3 starts October 5th, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and October 12th, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am doing my fall fashion show. So if anybody wants to join, sign up with me on Instagram. My Instagram, you can hit it right there at the bottom of my platform, and that's what's going on. She's back with a vengeance.
She's back.
I guess that'll leave me, right? All right. So I'm Wancho number. Uh, I stream regularly, but I have a show that will be coming up soon called Pour It On with Wancho. It's going to be on every Tuesday at 4 p.m. I'm looking to get it featured, so all the support will be greatly appreciated. We're going to be centering around acrylic pours and mixed media. So you guys come out, check it out, have a good time with us, and get your paint on.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Of course, y'all know me, man. It's G-Way No Way, your co-host on the Red Room Talk. I be around here. I got a lot of things going on. Hood Feud coming back on Mondays real soon. Season 2. Wednesdays, I'm doing Wild and Out Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch me on the Get Lit show on Thursdays. Fridays, I got the Red Light Special with me and Brooklyn's own DJ at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And every Saturday, I'll be right here next to Gin and Juice cutting loose on the Red Room Talk. So if you don't know me, you can get to know me. Hit that fave button.
That's right. Of course, I'm the host, Jen and Juice, every Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Red Room Talk. You got to say it like that or it does not count. Saturday on the Red Room Talk. Yeah, 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 that way. But as I said, top three bosses get a graphic at the end of it, best in show, y'all. So let's get with it. It is often assumed that men and women are fundamentally different, from Mars and Venus, respectively, of course. We all know people who are more androgynous, having a mix of personality traits that are stereotypically considered to be male or female. Male or female. Importantly, such psychological androgyny has been associated with traits such as better cognitive flexibility, the mental ability to shift between tasks or thoughts, social competence, and mental health. But how does this relate to the brain? Are people who are more androgynous in their behavior going against their biological nature and doing things that their brains are not optimized for? With this being said, it's said that one or the other are more complicated. So what I want to know is who to you is more complicated, men or women, and why? Anyone can pick it up.
Okay.
Ooh, ladies first. Ladies
I
first.
think that women are more complicated, and this is not to go against my sisters, of course, but the reason why I think that women are more complicated is because we're more emotional, invested in a situation, relationship, friendships. You know, we are just more invested, and we carry things. We carry things a little bit different than men, or maybe heavier than men. So that's how I feel that we are kind of deeper like that, you know?
Hmm.
For
Mm.
OG, what you think?
So I used to date men and women. So I feel like men are more than women. I feel like men are very emotional in the aspect of they find it hard to express their feelings. And from the relationships that I've been in, shush, Toodle Pip, in the relationships that I've been in,
I love it.
I've always found it harder dating men because of the kind of person that I am. I get told that I'm like a man when I'm all woman. Apparently, I'm not as emotional as the rest of the women out there, apparently. So the men that dated me, they didn't understand why I was so similar to them in one aspect, and then why I couldn't see certain emotional things that they were going through, kind of thing. I'm like, you're allowed to be emotional. Like emotions are okay. Like men, women, anything. You can have feelings, emotions, express them, cry if you want to. But they were very emotional. That's in my opinion of the ones I've dated, not all men.
Okay.
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 Well, in my opinion, I think women are more difficult, and the reason why I say that is from my experiences as far as saying that they know what they want, and then a lot of times you might fit the bill of what they want, but it's not really what they want. They want something totally different. Whether that be a man that's holding it down, that's working a 9 to 5, putting in that work, whatever, it's a providing or whatever. They have that, and then it's like they're not accepting or they're complaining about it in a nagging way. I guess I would say.
sure.
Wait, before anybody else gets in there, I am like OG Cheney. I I've been told that I have a dominant personality when it comes to men. I've been told that I act like them, I talk like them, and I'm more. When women come to my live stream, I have women stick around. A lot of women stick around, and a lot of women are in my inbox because they feel like I've said things to them that they want men to say to them, you know. And I do. I kind of flirt with them and I push up on them. I want them to feel good. So I can, straddle the fence, but I still feel like in some respects that and in a relationship part of it that we are very much emotional creatures and we tend to carry those feelings around, and I feel like I also agree with her when she says that men don't know how to talk about their emotions and their feelings, and I wish that you guys can express that a little bit more, and then maybe I could dumb down my dominance.
Hmm. What we have here is a recipe for what we like to call where I'm from weakness. Weak blank in words. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all ran into because at the end of the day, like you got to be able to express yourself. If I can't come to you and cry, then I'm not gonna come to you and be, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I feel like I'm a man. If I can't open up to you, then I don't really care about you. To be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't care about you. If I'm not open up to you, if I'm not expressing myself and communicating it that way, I'm not expressing myself to you. I believe women are more complicated because y'all go through a lot. Y'all got a lot of responsibilities. Y'all got a lot of things going on. Y'all got a lot of emotions. Like men, we just get up, go to work, come home. How was your day? Done. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all got to get up, get the kids, and go to this meeting, go meet with this teacher. Like it's a lot on y'all. It's a lot more responsibility on women. So I believe that women are more complicated. Not difficult, but just complicated.
For all you, no, I'm just kidding. You ever heard the lyric, "A woman worth some anger is definitely worth some effort"? I don't know if you ever heard that. But I'm kind of on the fence about this. Women are notoriously, of course, we are definitely more in touch with our feminine feelings, our emotions, and empathy and things of that nature because we're nurturing by nature. But I feel like men are more complicated just for the fact of, and maybe it's just because of what I've come across. But men are more afraid to express themselves. They're more afraid to like put out that weakness part of them because they're afraid like of that one part of them being like exposed. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like men are fundamentally more complicated just because you don't communicate. Now me, I'm definitely an over communicator. I'm gonna let you know if you've hurt my feelings. No, I might shut down for 2 seconds. Like I might not want to talk about it, but that's because at that moment I'm trying not to kill you, okay? But if I'm not talking, that's why. I'm really just trying to calm myself because I don't want to tell you where to get at. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I definitely I feel like I'm just more on the edge of men being more complicated. But with that being said, I'm kind of with the two ladies. I grew up with three brothers and a military father. So I definitely have that other side, that masculine energy too, because I grew up with men. Like I wanted to be one of the boys. I wanted to play in the mud and watch them work on cars and blow stuff up. I'm definitely that girl. Like, yeah, I wanted to wear makeup and all that, but I still wanted to blow stuff up. But yeah, I'm sticking with men are more complicated just because of that barrier with communication. Anything else y'all want to add to that?
Could I just say I was in a situation where me and a guy were just intimate and we agreed that that's all it was going to be. They didn't want a relationship. I didn't want a relationship with them because that's all they wanted. I wanted a relationship in the future, but not with them because that's what we agreed. So, anywho, I went on, carried on doing what we were doing. I got into a relationship and they went absolutely emotionally crazy. They were like, I thought you didn't want a relationship. This, that, and the third. I'm like, hold on, we agreed that that's all it was going to be. So why are you now upset? You should have said that at the beginning when we had the conversation. I'm not going to just stay here with this intimate relationship when I want a real relationship. So I went on and did what I was doing, but he was very upset. And for me, that went down to communications. That's complicated to me because we communicated. And men are always saying women don't say what they want. I said what I wanted.
He was
Mm-hmm.
just stupid.
It's
He
how
didn't
you
get it.
perceive it too. It's
That,
not always like you're not communicating, but I think it's how people receive it and perceive what you're saying. Like they want to like kind of twist it into what they're wanting it to be. Because I'm
Very
gonna be
true.
honest, when I want somebody, or if you dang well gonna know, I'm gonna let you know. I might be a little coy at first because I'm cute, but I'm definitely gonna let you know one way or get in here.
Ooh.
I'm definitely gonna let you know one way or the other, like that I want you. I'm gonna let you know, like, oh dang. Okay, so
Wow, round trip.
that's my twin, y'all. Make sure you hit him with a
Hey,
fave,
come
y'all.
on,
But
round.
I'm definitely gonna let you know. Like you ever had, let me know, let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know that it is what it is and that I want you. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, y'all, if you are just pulling up, that's okay. We have so much more to come. You can find us here every what? every Saturday at
Saturday.
10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Red Room Talk. We just discussed who was more complicated, but now I want to talk about society. Society expects different attitudes and behaviors from boys and girls. Gender socialization is the tendency for boys and girls to be socialized differently. Boys are raised to conform to the male gender role, and girls are raised to conform to the female gender role. A gender role is a set of behaviors, attitudes, and personality characteristics expected and encouraged of a person based on his or her sex. Experts disagree on whether differences between males and females result in innate biological difference or from differences in the ways that boys and girls are socialized. That's like sociology, nature versus nurture. In other words, experts disagree on whether differences between men and women are due to nature, like I just said, nurture, or some combination of both. So my next question is, what gender do you think plays a greater role in society? In society. And why?
The men should go first because we went first last time.
Oh.
And that is
Okay.
how a woman works, gentlemen.
Okay, so
You know, we got to do what they say.
I would say it used to be that men were like the center of society, but I feel like over the course of like the last probably like 10 years or so, like with women stepping more to the forefront, again, positions of power. You're starting to see women like referees or in high places in sports, entertainment and other things like that. So it's the playing field's kind of shifted a little bit.
I agree with that 1,000%. And I was about to say the same thing. Like women are literally putting their foot down right now. You know, like they are really standing together. They are really bringing empowerment. Like I got to give credit when credit is due. You know, so yeah, definitely women. I have to agree with them 1,000%. I was gonna say the same exact thing. I ain't even gonna lie. Ain't no
Yeah,
cap.
give us that credit. Give us that credit because we definitely are coming into our own. We're shifting gears now. Even though the pay rate, and we can get into that later, but even though the pay rate is still sloppy, we are coming into our own as women and starting to take that empowerment and use it for whatever gifts that we have. So I'm going to shift towards not just because I'm a woman, but I am going to shift towards women because I'm seeing it all over the world now. A lot of empowerment, a lot of sticking together, a lot of supporting each other. And it's pretty awesome that women are now stepping into male roles,
That-
basketball, football, the corporate world taking over, it's going crazy.
I think Kay had asked the question. It was, which gender do you think plays a greater role in society?
So I agree with everybody what we just said. To be honest, I believe that women play the greater role, especially when it comes to like shout outs to men who do raise kids by themselves, but especially when it comes to raising children, like it's so stressful for the ones who get left on their own and the men will disappear. I know men do it as well, but it is very stressful for women because they have to do it regardless. You can't just be like, okay, so I'm gonna just put the kid over here and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
This one is kind of hard for me. Because I want to agree that the feminine energy that women, we have children, which means we're building up society as far as population. And definitely we're kind of like the backbone of men. Often, well, what do they say? Behind every man is a great woman who has his back. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of look at it like that. But when I think about um, how society was built, it was kind of built on men's backs. They were the ones out here building the buildings. They were doing the hard labor. They were the ones in the coal mines. They were the ones doing the real hard labor. So when I think of it in that aspect, I want to lean a little bit towards men. But fundamentally, definitely women are always behind their man. We're the ones pushing them. We're the ones telling, I kind of can't give it to one or the other. Um, But when I look at it as, like I said, that women populate the earth, that we raise the children who grow up to be men, I want to go lean more towards women. So I'm kind of stuck with that one.
Torn,
Um,
so torn.
yeah, definitely torn between both. Y'all make sure you hit all these wonderful people here in the boxes with a favorite, y'all, in these top three bosses, y'all. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards both. Anything else you guys have to say about that? No. Okay.
Not really.
So if y'all are just pulling up, y'all, it's okay. You have not missed much. We still have a lot more to discuss. So sit in your seat. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Red Room Talk. We just discuss who is more complicated. Then we discuss which gender do you think plays a greater role in society. But now I want to touch on a little bit of let it know. You know what I'm saying? But don't forget, we do have a little fight here every week of those top three bosses. Y'all get a graphic at the end for best in show, so don't be afraid to hit that gift button. And if you see a boss, favorite boss. We're all familiar with the traits that are stereotypically classified as male or female. Men, for example, are not encouraged to express feelings or cry when upset. Instead, they are expected to be tough, asserted, rational, good, and visual spatial tasks such as map reading. Women, not that y'all read maps, I don't know where that came from. Women, on the other hand, are often expected to be more emotional, nurturing, and better at language. But these differences are likely to be partly down to social norms and expectations. We all want to be liked so we conform. If a girl is told that it is rude or unbecoming to be assertive, for example, she may change her behavior to accommodate this. Not me. Affecting her future choices. We all have heard these different stereotypes. So I want to know something. Let's take it a little bit lighter. Which gender do you think are the bigger gossipers?
Men.
I've always wanted to know because listen, I've seen a lot of women talk, but I really think that men are also gossipers. I really
Oh
want to know,
man.
who do you think is the bigger gossipers and why?
I have brothers, and I've been around my brothers to hear some of the craziest stories about women and their homeboys. Okay. I've heard, I want to almost say horror stories about women from my brothers standing up there gossiping. Like I just walked in some two of my brothers here recently, grown men. My one brother just was gossiping with another guy and his homeboy and my other brother, and they was talking about how he was closed up in the house and his girlfriend was walking all around the house and knocking all on the door and everything, And I'm like, I mean, they was sitting up there just having a candid conversation about it, laughing, joking. Oh man, she was knocking out on the door. She went to the back. Oh man, did she go to the back door? And he was like, yeah. And I had an old lady in here, man, and she was sitting in here, and she was like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I told her, no, you better sit your down. You can't move. You better just be quiet. Sit down. And I was like, they were dying laughing at the situation. So I've always been around my brothers. I've always kind of been around men. I have more male friends, obviously, than women in my life, and I've just always heard these stories from them. And of course I know that women can be messy, catty, and gossipy, but I really feel like for this one, well, I'm on the fence. Now I'm on the fence because I pretty much know that both sides can be like that, but nah, I have brothers. I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna go with men. I'm gonna go with men.
Well, I'm gonna be quiet for right now. I'm gonna be quiet.
It's the stories. It is the story. You cannot tell me, D-Way, you cannot tell me that when you're, sitting around your homeboys and no women are around, that you guys don't have these stories that you gossip about, and they're pertaining women or probably another homeboy on the job.
But it
You
ain't
know
that
it.
deep though. It ain't that deep. My bad, y'all. I was gonna wait. I can't wait no more. It ain't that deep. Y'all be at the salon telling Jenny about your boyfriend Tyrone in the bedroom, and then turn around and when you leave from there, get mad at us because you laying there telling us stuff you don't. You think we ain't listening, but really we listening. So we can go tell Tyrone like, hey man, you messing up. My girl just told me they was at the salon You know what I'm saying? Half the information comes from y'all. Gossip is a female trait. Y'all is the biggest gossipers. But in this day and age, I will say it's starting to get creepy close because there's a lot of men out here running their mouth like females these days.
Mm-hmm.
For real, for real. I will say
Mm-hmm.
that. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Listen, y'all being the barbers doing the same thing. Talking about I got intimate with Jenny, I got intimate with Sally. Shanika was on this the other day. Okay.
What is it, gossiping or are we telling stories though? Are we sharing stories? Is it really gossiping though?
It
'Cause,
is
No,
gossiping.
it's gossiping.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Put them glasses on.
I don't know.
Excuse me, sir.
I
Excuse
don't
me.
know.
Telling
I don't know.
stories as a gossiping, sir. Oh,
But
yes, please. Give me
gee,
this part.
Oh nah,
Where's my
cause
cigar?
I mean, you said the barbershop. I don't know. The barbershops I go to, we usually talking about sports. We talking about, you know what I'm
right?
saying,
It's mostly
booties.
sports.
You know what I'm saying? We might be talking
Respectfully,
about
I'm
booty,
in
but
the
it's not
UK.
gossiping though. That's
I'm in the
how
UK.
is that gossiping?
That
Y'all
is
be so.
gossiping.
Here we
That
go.
is gossiping. You
That's
talking about
not.
what you got to your
We talking
homeboy.
about sports and celebrity butts. We ain't talking about Tyrone messing with Jenny that stay next
Thank
door to
you.
Bobby and don't know Bobby is really with Ricky.
Thank you.
Okay,
Two totally different things.
Lies.
Lies.
I
Lies.
hear you. I hear
Listen,
you.
That's a
I
lie.
hear you.
listen. I grew up with three brothers. And my dad, if one thing happened in the family, I swear this was him. Oh my God, Linda, did you know that Judy and Brian and Trevor did this? I swear to it was like a whole family line. He would call every family member to talk about the one thing that happened at the store. And if listen, Linda, okay, my brothers would tell, I knew about the women they was with, the size and shape and heaviness of the women. Holy crap, I wish I did not know half of what I know. But y'all would be some of the biggest gossipers. Yes. And then y'all be loving the tea. Listen, I'll be like, babe, oh my God, you know what Jessica did? And you're like,
What she do?
what did
What she
Jessica
do?
do?
I just told y'all that. We get all the information from y'all. Y'all are
Y'all
the
love this
source.
stuff.
Y'all are the source.
Listen, no ID 92. Please wait just a moment after the show, and I will let y'all all jump in. Listen, I know y'all want to talk about this because this is a hot topic, y'all. So just stay tuned, and I'll let any of you guys who want to get in the box at the end get in the box. So just stay tuned, okay, y'all. But definitely, y'all are bigger gossipers. I'm gonna take that one to the house. Take it to the house. Take it to the house. Take it to the house. That's the way we. Yes, y'all are bigger gossipers. I'm gonna hands down, hands down. But yeah, women, we do gossip, but we're gossiping to you who are gossiping to your homeboys. Okay, y'all be the real, and then y'all mess up some stuff, and then we gotta try to listen, Brian. No, Brian. First of all, I told his stinking butt that he did this and that, not this and that. So then y'all twist it. So then we gotta correct it. Okay, sit down.
Y'all twisted
Anyway,
to us.
and
We
that
deliver
part,
the
see,
message.
hit him with that neck. Anyway.
That was the
I'm definitely
perfect
gonna give it to Lynn for that one, okay? But if y'all are just pulling up, that is okay. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Red Room Talk. You have not missed it. Oh, we still do have some more stuff to come, and we got a new big badge here in the building, okay? Make sure y'all hit her with the fave and hit these top 3 bosses, because every week we have a thing where if you are one of the top 3 bosses by the end of the show, that you get a graphic made just for you by me. Okay, so make sure y'all hit that gift button. We just discussed, first of all, who is more complicated. Then we discussed which gender you think plays a greater role in society, and also which gender do you think are the biggest gossipers, men. And now I want to talk about relationships. Okay, look, don't laugh. You probably done the same thing too. It's just that you know me and I don't know you. Okay. Anyway, dating has come with challenges, but the advent of dating apps and other new technologies, as well as the Me Too movement, presents a new set of norms and expectations for American singles looking for casual or committed relationships. According to the recent PEW Research Center survey, some 15% of U.S. adults say that they are single and looking for a committed relationship, or casual dates. Among them, most say they are dissatisfied with their dating life. I feel you, girl. Before the coronavirus pandemic shook up the dating scene, women are twice as likely as men to say dating is harder than 10 years ago because it is riskier now. Nearly half, 47% of all Americans say dating is harder today than it was 10 years ago. A third of adults, 33%, say dating is about the same as it was a decade ago, and 19% say it's easier. They're lying. Women are much more likely than men to say dating has gotten harder, 55% versus 39%. Among those who say dating is harder today, 21% think it is because of increased risk, including physical risk, as well as risk of getting scammed or lied to, because y'all be lying with diabetes. Women are twice as likely as men to cite increased risk as a reason why dating is harder, 26% to a whopping 13%. So my question is, woo, yes, woo. Is it harder for men or women in the dating scene? And tell me why.
Ready to take this one?
Take it to the king, girl. Take
Take
me
it.
to the king.
I'm gonna lock my ass up and save it.
I am
Save it.
definitely single, and I used to be single by choice, but now I'm single by force. And it is because I've just I haven't found the right one. It's so messy. Dating has become very, very messy. Doesn't have anything to do with the coronavirus, the pandemic, or anything, because people are still out here having children during the pandemic. So there's a lot of that going on. But when it comes to dating now, I really feel like and I am, I'm 50 years old, you know what I'm saying? For me, I thought that once I became this age, this grown lady, and I left all that baggage behind, and I'm living free and happy and zen, that I would find somebody. But I really just ran into a bunch of creeps, to be honest. And so what I've decided to do about running into all these creeps is that, I think women tend to go back to their to a comfort zone. So I found my little comfort zone that I used to have in my back pocket. I kind of keep a little comfort zone there. And even I find that he's very complicated. Just I'm just trying to have fun, and he's trying to, choke me. So I don't understand. I don't understand it, So I'm very confused that I really thought that dating was gonna be so much easier now, but I'm finding a lot of Michael Myerses, and I'm finding a lot of uh Will Chamberlains that's got 100 kids, and 50 baby mamas, and I'm finding guys that don't have cars, and or don't have their mess together, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's definitely harder for women, even though I do hear from some men that no, it's harder for us because you guys can just sleep with whoever you want to sleep with, but we can't just pick up a woman like that. But I feel like that's a lot. I feel like it goes both ways. So I'm really feeling that it's more harder for us nowadays.
Mm.
Oh my God.
It's a tough one.
A little afraid
I
of this.
mean, I don't think it's one way or the other. I think for me, like me personally, I'm a single father, so dating is hard in itself because trying to find the time to, be with that person, interact with that person, get to know them, and things of that nature. I don't just bring anybody around my child, so you're not coming here. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like sometimes it's people if they don't have kids, they don't understand. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, oh, look, can we do this? And it's like on some last minute. I'm like, yeah, my son's a little bit older, but I'm not gonna just be leaving him, long period. If going to the store is one thing, going on a date is another thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hmm.
Johnny, talk to me.
I raised my eyebrows. I feel like nowadays there are a lot of more single fathers. Do you get what I mean? So it's like it's kind of equal in a sense. I don't know. It's a tough one for me. because the society that we live in now is harder to date. Like back in the day, our grandparents had like 10 kids, they got married. Everyone nowadays is like, so we got to do the deed before marriage in case we're not going to work out in that aspect. We've got to make sure this works out because don't know if that's going to work. And it's like there's too many complications that are just getting to know each other, see what happens. I don't know. It's a lot played out compared to back in the day. It's like we're all old now. A lot of us have got children. Some people are looking for people without children to settle down with, and it's like, okay, so what about the ones with children? It's tough on both sides.
That is tough on both sides. I agree with that. It is tough on both sides. But at the end of the day, us men got it harder. We got it harder. You know why? Because I just said it a minute ago. It is so many weak men acting like females out here, messing these women up. Don't want to work, don't want to do nothing. Like, I don't know what's going on as a gender, but men got to step it up. Like, this is the weakest generation of men I have seen in a long time. I got a homeboy, he is 32 years old. You know, he ain't never had a job, never had a job. Woman to woman to woman to woman. How? How, Sway? I don't understand. It's harder for men because there's so many men out here that's not worth a damn anymore. They don't want to do nothing no more. They feel like they need to be taken care of. I don't know that I wasn't raised like that. The man's supposed to be the provider. He's supposed to raise the household. But so many men are messing it up right now that it's hard to find a good woman. And when you find a good woman, her guard is up so much because of that last sorry bastard that she just had. You know what I'm saying? So it's, man, we need to step it up for real, for real. That's all I'm saying about that.
You know, it's hard out here for a pimp. Trying to make it down for the rent. Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna just say it's harder for women because I feel like okay, for women like me, I should say, that are actually ladies who really want to get to know somebody. Like, I want to get to know your mind before you know my body. And that's not because I'm greedy with that. Because, and as I should be, because I feel like if I just give it to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, no pun intended, um, that it's like not worth anything. And it's like you're really taking advantage of that part, like, oh, I gotta know that it's good. But I'm gonna tell you, if two people love each other and they have that mind thing going and they have the attraction there, that is going to be better. The more you get to know someone, the more you like them. I feel like that part is going to be better when you actually know someone and have feelings for them than just let's just do it. I don't really know you. I don't even know what you like. No, I want you to go exactly where I need you to go and exactly where I need you to go there. Okay, respectfully. And then to me, it's gonna be better. So for like, and not just that part, but like as dating for a woman like me, like I want to be asked out on a proper date. I want to know what that feels like. I want a man to actually earn me. I want a man who knows exactly what he's looking for like I do. I can tell you exactly what it is I'm looking for, but am I going to tell you? No. You want to know why? Because I want you to be exactly who you are, and I'm either going to like you or I'm not. I feel like often men will listen to what you want so they can pretend to be that for a little while until they got you hooked. I'm that's just not
Oh,
for
oh,
me.
ladies, stop doing that too. Stop doing that too. Stop giving men cheat sheets. I hate a woman
Yes.
that be like, yeah, my last man did this, that, and the third. He in his mind like, all right, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. Okay. No, stop giving cheat sheets. Stop giving cheat
Yeah.
sheets.
Well, let's stop doing all of this. Just trying to just jump in the sack, just like Jen said. Let's stop trying to just jump right into a sack with the with each other, and everything has to be right then and right now and right. Just everything has to be fast, fast, fast. I don't want you on top of me, and you don't even barely know my name. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I don't want to engage in a sexual activity with you and we haven't even been out to dinner. But a lot of times nowadays things are moving fast like that. Somebody they want to get to know your body and they really feel like they're doing you justice by want to get to know you by your body. You cannot get to know me by sleeping with me. You have to get to know me by spending quality time with me, by asking me out on a proper date, by us getting to, spending that quality time together, talking to each other, engaging with each other. Sex is not gonna, sex is just not gonna cut it for me, because you can get that anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like people don't even really go on dates or nothing like that no more either.
It's too
It's
much
Yeah.
all it's
Netflix
like
and
it's a
chilling,
bunch of
man.
Netflix, yeah, Netflix and
Definitely.
chill.
Too much Netflix and
Hmm.
chilling.
Hmm.
I feel like people need to slow down. Like we need to actually take time to get to know each other and stop rushing. No offense on lesbians, but we can't meet yesterday, date next week, move in the week after, and get married next month. Can we just slow down? It's too much. They just need to slow down. Take time. Getting older, but still don't rush things.
She's
Slow
singing
It's
that.
true. Lesbians be doing that all the time. I can say it because I'm in there. But anyway,
For sure. Like I want someone who actually like thinks about like when I always say when I go on a date with someone like I would much rather go for a walk downtown. I want to I would much rather go for a walk downtown or a walk in the park. Because then you can gauge whether you even want to spend the money. Because this is the thing I hear from men a lot. Like, I'm not paying for the first date. Like, y'all just now we gonna for the no. I want you to take let's go for a walk. Let's get to talk to each other and actually have to talk to each other. Like, I really honestly don't like just going out to dinner or out to a movie because you feel like first of all you're either nervous about eating in front of someone or you're in a movie and you can't talk to them. No, let's go for a walk downtown. And then while we're walking downtown, oh, there's a little pub right there. Look, now we've already engaged enough to know that you want to spend a little bit more time and put a little bit more effort in. So, like, when I think about that, that's what I think of. Like, I want someone who actually gets to know me. And I'm one of those people. I'm actually one of those people who I hate it here, who really want to get to know somebody. Like, because I'm gonna be honest, I think a lot of people fall in love with beautiful strangers and then wonder why it doesn't work out because oh she's got some big so now you want to just get to know her. No, I want you to know my mind first. Like I'm smart as heck. I was a valedictorian. I'm smart. Like don't ever think because I'm beautiful or because I'm funny or discount me that I'm also smart. So I need you to get to know the things that are part of me and you can decide later whether that is worth it to you to go further and invest in your woman. And the same for me with a man, because when you're with someone, that's an investment too, because you might have a dream that only you can see, right? But you're gonna want to bring your partner in on that. Same
Right.
for a woman. I have a dream, right? So I'm gonna need my man who backs me up. I want you to be like Shia LaBeouf, watching his woman. You know what I'm saying? So I think of stuff like that. Like someone, if you really want to be with them, you're going to invest in them and you're going to take and invest the time. I'm not talking about just money, y'all, but invest the time to really get to know someone to see if you're even compatible. People just get in these relationships, they jump in head first, respectfully, and don't really get to know their partner. And then wonder why you have problems later because first of all, y'all are not even equally yoked. You have none of the same beliefs. You don't have any of the same likes. I like this, you don't like that. So just know that you have to really get to know someone, and that's so I don't know, it's kind of hard on both ends. Thing. So anyway, if y'all are just pulling up, it is okay. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We just discussed who is more complicated, which gender do you think plays a greater role in society, which gender do you think is the biggest gossipers, and who do you think has a harder time in the dating scene.
Money.
Now we're left with so many money business. Now we're left with so many questions. So we know women are curious creatures. They notice more things in people and they always have questions. It's not very surprising then that members of the female gender are just as curious about their male counterparts, as are men in fact. Thanks to some regressive partitioning of the two sexes, we often do not know a lot of basic things about men, and that women and men are often left with questions spooning their mind as to what is good and as to what they want, giving us a glimpse into exactly how much the two genders do not even know about each other. So, the last question is, what is one question you've always wanted answered about the opposite sex? Take your time.
All right, I got one.
Okay.
If you know you crazy, why act crazy? You know how many times I heard, you know I'm crazy. Like, why are you acting crazy if you know you crazy?
Oh my God.
You just told me you crazy. So why? So if you know better, why won't you do better?
What did Martin
That's
say? Crazy, deranged.
I'm waiting. I need answers. I need answers. Hello? Hello? Is this thing on?
So I'm a Gemini, right?
Oh, Jesus. Oh my Lord. I almost forgot we was featured for 2 seconds.
So I'm only crazy when they bring the crazy out. I'm not crazy mode. So my, my trigger is lies. So you don't lie to me and everything's fine forever. The rest of your life, we're gonna be happy, we're gonna be great. But don't lie to me. I say to people in relationships, I'm easygoing. We can do the whole honesty thing, but don't lie to me because once you lie to me, I can't trust you, and I'm a whole psycho, literally. Until that point, everything's cool. Don't lie to me.
I'm glad you come with a warning label. Most
I,
people,
I tell them all the time, and then they're like, so then when they lie to me, they're like, but I'm sorry, I told you from the get go, this is gonna happen.
you are
Oh my
warned.
God.
Okay. Pay attention to the warning, fellas. That's what I got from that. Pay attention to the warning.
I think I always want to know, you know, um, I'm a believer of true love, and I always wanted to ask a guy, how did he or how does he know that he has found the one without all the cap? I would really like to know how a man, uh, you know, looks at a woman, analyzes her, you know, um, just trying to figure out how he falls so deeply in love with her to ask her to marry him. Because I believe that there are faithful men out here, and because I don't believe all men are dogs. Just because I go both ways with that. Some women are dogs, some men are dogs, But I really want to know, how do you know when you found the one, you know?
Let my dog take it first.
Yo, if I wasn't single, I have an answer for that. I don't even. I don't even have an answer for that. I would.
Okay. RNS answer. RNS answer. Uh,
You don't have an
I
answer.
I
I
got an
don't have an
answer.
answer.
I
You
have an
don't know
answer.
how you know when it's the
What's
right
the
one.
answer, D-Way? Because
But
I really need, I want to know.
My my ans-
if it was the right one, we wouldn't be divorced. So I'm just gonna say that.
oh, you fresh out the marriage. Yeah, I feel you.
No, I'm
I
not
already
fresh
know.
out of marriage, but I'm just saying, like, the person that I got married to and I thought was the one.
Right. I feel what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
For me,
So,
it's different. I've never been married, so I know you the one when I could take you to my mom's, and I'm comfortable with taking you to my mom's. Like I know without a doubt you're gonna hit it off. When me as a truck driver, I can't go more than 2 hours without talking to you or checking on you or texting you. Like you constantly on my mind. Everything I think about is regarding you. Like everything I do is the cadence to you. When it gets to that point, that's how I know that I've definitely found the one. That's for me. Like when I can't stop thinking about you and every move that I make is somewhat reverted back to you, then definitely yeah.
I love that.
Like,
I'm not sure if my question is appropriate, so I can change it, but I'm gonna
no,
ask
it's
it
okay. It's
in the
okay. We
correct
just
terms
change the
ever.
word.
Is blue testicles a real thing?
Hey, I
yeah.
mean, yeah,
Can we
Most
elaborate? 'Cause I don't
yeah.
understand.
I've
Because
heard it before. Even though I'm not a guy,
now
but I
I
have.
mean, it depends on the severity of it. Sometimes it's uncomfortable to even sit down.
right. Everything hurts, even the wind sometimes, even the wind.
Right.
They can't. They're full. They need to be released.
So is it
They
like a
have
Release the
balance?
Kraken.
It's like a balance.
yeah, it's like a little balance thing, but yeah, it definitely has to it has to get up out of there. Gotta get out of it. Gotta get out of it.
I love you for that. We are best friends now.
I mean, she always wanted to ask a man that. That's a good question.
I always wanted to know which side do you know it goes on when you put your pants on, but that was a good one.
Okay, I got another question if we can sneak one in.
Okay.
Since you asked the baldness of blue, is the difference between a woman that uses a pad or a what's the other thing? You know, that goes up in there. Yeah, tampon. Yeah, is there a difference in the woman?
Either a plug or a rug.
Yeah, plug or rug. There you go.
Whew, Lord.
That is a difference. There is a difference, you know. I never felt like I never felt like the plug was safe for women, although I have used them for the beach and going swimming and stuff like that. But obviously, one of my daughters, matter of fact, not to put her business out there, but she'll attest to this anyway. She started using like all cotton everything, because it's better for your body. But that difference is you can get with the plug you can get this thing called, what is it, a toxicity?
Toxic
shock syndrome.
Yeah, toxic shock syndrome. So that's why they're not healthy for women.
Yeah.
There was a lot more things out there than like this cup thing. I'd never do it, but my friends have told me.
Yes.
I don't know. My daughter bought the cup and I was so freaked out when she bought it. I was like, why are you buying the cup?
Yeah, I had a roommate who that's what they used. I was like, oh my God. I'm sorry. I'd rather hit the battle with TSS. I'm sorry. 'Cause look, after you ruin about 100 pennies, you're like, you know what? I'll take my risk with TSS. Okay. So
I didn't even know they had a cup.
I don't even have those, so that's why I'm not really including this conversation. I stopped having those donkeys ago. I'm like a whole man now.
okay.
Put a tampon.
So my question is, I've asked this question before, but I want to hear it coming from you, gentlemen. Do you care as much about our flaws as we do? Do they bother you like it does us, like acne, stretch marks, etc.?
Fuck no. I mean, excuse my language, but no. No. Like y'all be in the mirror all the time. Am I fat? Am I getting fat? Do I look
How's
fat?
this look?
But how does this look? How does that look? I don't like it. Like I just told you look good. Can we go? Can we go? Y'all know how y'all get. Because we going somewhere.
But no, I think about that because like women, we often are so conscious about our bodies and wanting to have like this perfect image because like I know especially a date. Okay, I can't tell you the last time I've been on a date, but the last time I went on a date, I can tell you I emptied everything out of my closet. I was worried about my hair. I started crying like, oh my God, I don't even want to go. By the time you're done like worrying about this, and then you realize that even if your legs aren't shaved, they're still gonna do what they're gonna do. Okay, they really don't think about those things. My pop, I can't say it because we are on a featured show, but he used to say, hey, we don't care. We're still, we're gonna do that still. We don't care. We really don't care.
So speaking of clothes, could I ask one question real quick?
Sure.
Why do women ask men if it looks good if they're gonna take it off and put something else on anyway?
Yes. Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
We just want to hear it.
It'd always be on outfit number 2. The second one.
We want the compliments. We want the compliment of it, and your input sometimes.
Yeah.
But do you know when you go change it makes us feel like we dumb as I don't know what?
How we made the wrong selection or something.
Like, Rang, I told you look good. You wouldn't go put on the blue. And I said red. I'm like, so all night we watching you in blue mad because you ain't wear red.
Right. And you wanted us, yeah, I get it.
Just got a little insight.
So
yeah. Looking at you like that.
So if you are just pulling up, y'all, you're definitely late. It's almost over. But don't fret. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Red Room Talk. We are at my very favorite part of the night. We just discussed who is more complicated. Then we discuss which gender do you think plays a greater role in society. Also, which gender do you think are the biggest gossipers, and who do you think has a harder time in the dating scene? Lastly, questions that you have about the opposite sex. Excuse me. Now we are going to my favorite segment. Hey, we got our
Level
big level up in
up.
here,
Level
y'all.
up.
Click Instagram to ask
Level up.
our peers what they want to know for this week's hot seat question. If you want your question to be featured on next week's episode, make sure that you go on my profile, click that icon, and follow me on Instagram, and look out for the Ask Jen host hot seat question. I got that picture. I screenshotted it because that's my boy. Level up, y'all.
I
We
did
celebrate
too, so
level
I
ups
had it
in here,
back.
y'all. So let's see those congratulations in the comments. So this week Black Bond wrote in, he said, should they integrate male and female in sports? Male and female, and make it all gender neutral. We're talking NFL, we're talking the NBA. Should we just integrate sports and make it all for male or female?
Can I go first?
Sure.
So I want to say no, only because of a lot of height difference, physical aspect. There's a big difference. But the only reason why I'd say yes is because how society is now, because society feels like it's unfair with transgenders going on the other side and taking over the sport. They're like, what the hell? So it's like, what do we do? Because the world has changed dramatically. So we're saying men and women shouldn't cross over sports, but then technically they are crossing over sports because transgender people are on the other side of the sport. That's it.
I
Yeah,
agree.
no.
Yeah, I know.
I agree.
I agree with OG
I agree
Cheney.
with
I agree with OG. I agree with her on that. The physicalities of the whole situation is, you know, going out there, women going out there playing football and getting their head knocked off. We already got this concussion thing going on with the NFL. We've been at that running for like the last few years. So yeah, I look at those types of things. Even with basketball, women get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So just to mix the two together, hockey. Just think about it. Women playing hockey with men. The way how dangerous and crazy that is. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff.
Yeah, so everything is getting knocked out and knocked over and around. So, but I do see that, how society is. We may be leaning towards a couple of sports that are going to mix genders. The way things are changing so dramatically now.
Yeah,
For sure.
I'm gonna say they gotta integrate. Not trying to be funny when I say this. Not trying to offend anybody when I say this. It's too many letters out there. Eventually, you're gonna have to integrate. This is the way society is going. I mean, it's gonna have to happen whether you're ready for it or not. At the end of the day, I hate to say it, but I agree with everything that they were saying. Like physically, it don't make sense, but the way society is going, everybody wants everything to be even. They want one
you.
even playing field. And it's
Hmm.
just that's how I feel about that.
All eyes on me. Um, I think it depends on the sport for me. Like she was just talking about football. I mean, you got a grown 350-pound muscle bound man running into you, and your stature of even if you're 200 pounds, you're still a feminine woman. Like I just pinched my finger. I don't even want to do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? One kind
Crying at halftime.
but I think that it just depends on the sport. Kind of like she was saying how transgenders have gone to the female side and completely like killed it in the sport. So it's almost like an unfair advantage. But I get where they tried to be inclusive. I'm an ally, so I definitely agree with that. But it comes to an unfair advantage. Um, I don't know. When I look at stuff like the NBA and the WNBA, I see some women who will kill men in the sport. You know what I mean? So stuff like that, like basketball, where it's not as much of a physical physically
I see
demanding as
that.
far as hitting each other like hockey. You knock my front tooth out, my dating life is over. Okay. Okay, I would never smile the same. Okay, I didn't do that. There we go. But if you, my dating life will be over. But yeah, when I think about it in that aspect, or like a grown man like hitting a woman in football, or okay, then you got to think about even boxing. Are you gonna box a woman? How would that even look? A man hitting on a woman. I mean, really think about it. So I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna say as far as even the other side of what we were talking about trans even going to the other side, I almost feel like that's unfair, and there should be something that's catered just to that. Like I don't know, and that's just my opinion. Um, just because of the physical aspect, like I said. Yeah. But if y'all are just pulling up, y'all, this has been the Red Room Talk. I have had a phenomenal cast, y'all. Make sure y'all hit all these bosses with a favorito, like a burrito. But at the end of every show, we wrap up the show with a quote that comes to this place of healing. Okay, healing. Um, so this week's quote is: "Men and women are born incomplete and need each other to become whole. They are born with complementary qualities and characteristics. Each one needs the other to fulfill his or her human destiny." Brian Tracy. With that being said, this has been the Red Room Talk. You can find me here every what? I need to hear y'all say it every Saturday.
Sorry.
Saturday
Saturday.
at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, y'all. This is the part of the show where I allow you guys to give your outros, let us know about your shows or anything events you have coming up yet again. And then if y'all want to stick around and have some off the feature questions that are not appropriate, y'all get in the box. It is okay. We can answer those questions now. So go ahead, of course, as ladies first. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, give your outros, let us know what you
Ladies
got going
first.
on.
Okay, again, it's Red Ma, and I am back. I'm back streaming, and we got a lot to do. We got a lot of, it's all gas, no breaks here. October the 5th, season 3 of what used to be the Red Ma's Women's Connection is now it's Red Ma's Connections comes back, and we are coming back with a vengeance. And then October the 12th, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're doing the kickoff to fall season with a fall fashion show. Anybody, I am employing my men. I want to see my men dress up, come through, show me. It's got to be $50 or less. It's a trick to it. $50 or less. I forgot to tell you guys that. It's going to be $50 or less. Put that outfit together, come in, show us what you're working with, get a surprise. So you make sure you check me out on the connection with Red Ma Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stream every Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard with the rush hour, local news and traffic, music. We vibing. Come through.
So once again, I'm OG Shani. I stream Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 3 p.m. Eastern. Mondays game night, Tuesdays OG Tings, Thursday is karaoke night. I'm hosting an auction on the 7th of October. Original Gallus, so who's got the bars for the ladies? The person with the best pickup line can win a copy. And yes, I'm extremely tired, guys. It's like 4 in the morning.
I was just about to ask you that after we cut.
I
I
don't
was like,
think
what
I do
time is it
more.
there?
I was like, it's got to be like crazy mad time over there, like in the
Oh
morning.
my gosh, you are listen, you're a whole G for real, OG for that.
I'm
Okay.
jet lagged. That's why I'm jet lagged. I just got back from Florida on
Oh, so your mind is still over
my
here.
brain's still there.
Yeah, your time frame over here with us. Okay then.
All
That's got to
right,
be
I'm
crazy.
I'm Wancho Number. I have a show that I'm trying to get featured. It will be premiering on the 20th at 4 p.m. That's Tuesday, and it'll be every Tuesday at 4 p.m. It's called Pour It On with Wancho. We'll be doing
Nice.
acrylic pours and different varieties, different techniques. It'll be also some mixed media going on with that. So if you feeling creative and you want to learn some things, come check it out. Come by with me. Have a good time.
For sure, man. Of course, y'all know it's your boy G Will No Way. Make sure I hit me with the fave. Follow me on IG. I have things going on every day of the week. My sports show is coming back on Tuesday. Hood Few finna get ready to come back. I got a new show I'm about to do. Wordplay with G Way. For all my freestyle artists out there, get at me. Shout out to Neek, my brother from another mother. You know what I'm saying? The only other freestyle artist that I have showed respect to close to me. But there's a lot going on. So I'm gonna give it to the newly top badge. I've been waiting to say that for a little minute. Couldn't say it last week, but I can say it this week. The newly top badge. Juice Juice, take it away.
Take it away. So, I'm your host, Jen and Juice. You can find me here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Red Room Talk, y'all. But you can find me late nights and early mornings, y'all. We do have a new show coming in called Cut the Beat, y'all. It's a music trivia where you got to guess the artist and the name of the song. We got that coming at you. We definitely are bringing out now. I've been waiting for the badge, y'all. I know y'all been hearing about it. We got Jenny Springer coming to you also real soon, y'all. So make sure you tap in for that because it's gonna be a lot of fun. I feel like, the Red Room shows the,
Seriousness.
the serious side, and I need to showcase that I'm also very funny, and I am. But make sure y'all pull up for that. I'm also the Getting Lit Studios graphic artist. So y'all, these top three bosses here get a graphic because they were best in show. We got Tagged Your It, we got
Hey,
King of Diamonds, and we got Poppy, Penthouse Poppy as the three
happy.
best in show. You show did. But make
Yeah.
sure y'all every week try for that. Get that graphic, y'all. Y'all earned it. If you see a boss favorite boss, make sure you hit all these folks here in the box. What a favorito, like a burrito. Hot sauce on my burrito, baby. But I'm gonna play this song here and give our YouTube an end here. Don't be laughing. 1111, make a wish.
Got it.
Already got it. Hey.
What up, what up, sound? Quantum Sounds Production. What up, what up, what up, sound?